Sunday, June 13th. Is it Miller time? Yeah. It's hot today. Got the barbecue started. There's a cucumber on. Pull that leaf back. Dun dun dun. So this guy's going crazy. I picked a tomato off it the other day. This one needs some help. Getting a little bit of crazy. Put another post in so we can get that trellised up. Backside. A couple of watermelons in there. Experimented with that last year. We got one big one off of one vine. That was it. Corn, some of it's laying down over there in the back row. Had a little thunderstorm. Some wind. Not really that worried. Sunflowers are kicking. A few okras in here. Okries. Potatoes still kicking. About 6 weeks ago, these things weren't even out of the ground. 2 feet high, I guess, maybe close to 3. Looks like we got a little Japanese beetle problem over here. Let's go over here and see what's up. Didn't look good. See if I can get to it. Lemons down here. A few. Not a very good end in here, but what we got, I'm thankful for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was wondering what was going on with my roses. The little critters are eating them to death. Oh. Those Japanese beetles. Oh, they'll be back. They'll be back. Alright. Let's get a look in here. Put this down. Scoot over to what you call it here. The way to get in here. No secret. Secret doors in here. It's down about 7 gallons down. Put that back on. Get in there. Cut that out. Alright, it's back. Yes. My low-tech shield. My wife's like, get one of those covers. Blankets or whatever. I was like, no, I just use styrofoam. These guys kind of got laid over. Some extra plants we got to figure out something to do with. We did have a casualty over here in bucket number 6 out here on the far end. We had a zucchini in there and it got so heavy I didn't support it. Just snapped off right at the base. So I replaced it with a couple of peppers just to see what was going to happen. Here's where the root ball from it. Just get an idea how crazy the roots were getting in that thing. We got some other ones out here that are in the ground. They're doing well. Got to get some trellising worked out for a couple of these tomatoes because they've fallen and they can't get up. Ooh, some blueberries. I just bought that plant this year. Bought these little ones too. Still doing good. Maybe these little fertilizer on those guys. Looking a lot better than they were a month ago though. Holy cow, man, I'm surprised they survived. It was such a mess up on my part on the winter. This thing's got out in the cold and got down to like 29. Ooh. Yeah. One of them didn't have a single leaf left on it. You know what? It survived somehow. Maybe it wasn't 29, it was just a little warmer, but it's going by what the TV said. Got some tomatoes on this guy here. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. I didn't go as dense or as aggressive with tomatoes this year. I had like 4 rows in here all the way back last year, and they were probably almost shoulder high, waist high to shoulder high this time last year. Let's take a look at the blueberries because there's going to be a good year. This thing's packed up with them. I don't think those are quite ready. Give them another couple days. Hopefully the critters don't get them. Some big ones over there. Down here, man, it's just like tons of them everywhere. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. Some asparagus that we moved into this tote. Doing okay. There's a weed in there. What is that? It's dead now. Got Sunflower City in here. 4 o'clock's over there. Potatoes. So when these crops come out soon, when they're done, I'm thinking about replacing with some beans, or maybe a few more tomatoes. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully the disease holds off for a bit. Let's go over here. Compost pile. So there's the zucchini that broke off. It's kind of sort of alive. It's been there a couple of days. I'm surprised it didn't completely wilted, but went to I checked, it didn't have any borers in it, so that could detect. So in the compost pile it goes. Maybe I'll take some of these strawberries down here and move them into the hydroponic system. I sure would like to have strawberries going all year. Wouldn't that be cool? Ooh, that looked dangerous. I just kicked that with my toe. That end would be real dangerous. Let's put it in its place. These peppers are surviving, I'd say. They're not thriving yet. Some of them are looking a little better, but they've been in there a while and they sure aren't doing that great. Into the recycle can you go. This timer system is good. I got it turned off right now, but on the main, but it's doing its job to control the irrigation. These leeks were flowering, and they kind of fell over. So these lettuces are bolting. We had a few good onions this year, but I haven't quite mastered that one yet. Better nutrition next year, I promise. I think it all comes down to nutrition, and that soil that they're in this year's kind of got a lot of clay in it and doesn't hold moisture well. When I went over and checked it, it'd be bone dry down the root zone, and water it and it'd be bone dry, and you know the story. So we're going to do a little better next year with some compost, build that area up, and put in apple trees. Got some kind of problem. Lost a lot of leaves. It's got some kind of blight, and apples are just gone. Never had that before. It's not doing well. If we have to take it out at some point, we'll have a few barbecues in its honor to make some good smoked barbecue. It would, when it dries out, it'll be nice. I did trim a little bit off of it last year. And I cut that peach tree down that was back there too, because it wasn't doing anything. Replaced it with one little one over here. I'm kind of expecting that that one's going to replace the apple tree at some point, because it's got a lot of borer damage on it. The trunk is all eaten alive on it. It's got holes all over the place. It's probably been in for, he put it in before the kids were born, so it's probably 2003, I think, maybe 4. Put this in. So it's been here a long time. But if you look, get a close up on it. See those holes? They're all over the place. Poor baby. It's not in good shape. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video today, guys. God bless y'all. See you next time.